This is the Southern Derby. It is the home team with just 2 wins and a lot of controversy in the last game. We'll come back to that. It is the High Flyer, 1,119 points to his career. MVP season 6, best raider season 7 and 8, an injury in season 9. An injury to the ego last game. Telugu Titans looking for third win. Pawan Sherawat is starting. All is well between the coach and him. At least all you need to do is put up a brave front in the face of adversity. That is all you need to do. Along with Navneet Krishna and Padamjeet Sherawat, Dream 11 starting 7 in the voice of Navneet.
And aren't we glad that the big boy is on the mat? Thanks, Paddy. Good to be back. Najit Pawar and Omkar More in the covers. Praful Zavare and Sanjeevi, who really started to find some sort of momentum in their last game. And no surprise that they feature in the starting 7. Hamid Nadir in that right corner. There is no Mohit Rati, so that's a change they've made. And Ankit in the left corner. There's no Sandeep Dhul. So a couple of changes in the corners. Make your own team. And you may want to have Pawan Sherawat. 3 wins out of 5 for the Tamil Thalaivas in recent times. They're starting to get the Reds into green, and that's good news for the boys in yellow. Dream 11 starting 7 for the Thalaivas.
Narendra back to form. Abhishek, Mohit, the cover defenders. Yes, a lot of points in assists. Talk about Himanshu. Ajinkya Pawar, Narendra got a super 10 the last game. They had a win as well. 2 back-to-back wins for the sides. And then you speak about the high and the mighty. You speak about the 2 of them. 50 tackle points for both of them. And a strike rate of 60 plus for both of them. And 5 high fives for both of them. Sagar in the right corner, Sahil Gulia in the left.
He's a bright spot in the world of Indian Kabaddi, isn't he? He's a youngster who's mighty skillful, and at the moment, he's in form. Narendra Hoshiar.
He's hurt, hence he can be dangerous. Will we get to see the power of deductions from the high flyer? The numbers are big, the player has an aura. Will he have a win for the side today?
That's the big contest we're building up to. Pawan versus Narendra, as far as the 2 big raiders are concerned. It's just nice to see Pawan with a smile on his face. It was quite the opposite 2 nights ago when there was just so much distress in the camp of the Titans. But the news is that he's on the mat, and he has a smile. Familiar face there. MSK Prasad there. The Thalaivas winning the toss. It's the Titans to raid first.
Line drawn. Game on. Kel Kabaddi.
Das Kabaddi, Naam Kabaddi, 8 Kabaddi, 7 Kabaddi, 6 Kabaddi, 5 Kabaddi, 4 Kabaddi, 3 Kabaddi, 2 Kabaddi, 1 Kabaddi.
All right, the 2 coaches right there. Ashan is sitting pretty at the moment. 2 back-to-back wins. The team is number 10 on the points table for Srinivas Reddy. They are rock bottom. So many more issues off the field as well to handle. Is it going to be the high flyer? Yes, it is. There he comes. 9 super 10s in the tournament. Individually has not done badly at all. They get the ankle. They get Pawan. He is off the bat.
1 point Tamil Thalaivas. No bonus.
It's almost like we're going to fancy ourselves if we see Pawan on our side of the mat. So the Thalaivas, look who goes for that ankle hold. It isn't the defenders, it's Himanshu from the left in. Now that is a statement and a half in the first 10 seconds of the match.
He said, can we take a review? He said, just for 1 point. And good to see the 2 of them are talking. You need to be talking. You are here to do a job. Well done, Narendra. He does his job. Running hand touch on Ajit Pawar. It's 2 players from Telugu Titans on the bench now.
Problem is that they don't want to be behind the 8 ball very early on in the match, Paddy. That's where, when they start trailing, is when they really feel the heat. Now, stay within touching distance of the opposition for the first 10-20 minutes. Sanjeevi now.
And the first thing they should be looking at is revive Pawan Sherawat. That is your golden chance. That can be your ticket to victory here. Irrespective of whether they make it to the playoffs or not. The chances of making it to the playoffs are between slim and nil. Got one foot on the gallows, the other one on the banana peel.
It's been tough, isn't it, for these fans as well. They celebrated a special win against the Yodhas. But otherwise, it's been tough for the boys in yellow. Ajinkya Pawar, Paddy, he's quite the dynamite, isn't he? Had a great outing against the Bulls, so did Narendra. We'll see how he goes tonight. Now Praful Zavare.
The jumping jack, Ajinkya Pawar at the moment. Praful is somebody who's got a lot of skills. He's got a jump, very good. He's got a diving hand touch. But the numbers and all. I mean, I think I draw him parallel with Meetu. Meetu also looks very, very good. But are the numbers there? No. Two Thalaivas, nothing for Telugu Titans.
Rather quiet start to this match. Lots of fans in support at the Gachibowli. One final dance in front of their home crowd. A do-or-die raid. And it's the iron wall of the Thalaivas. Sagar with the block right where he needs to be.
They're working diligently at the moment. Look at that short block. He cuts the angle. And Ajinkya Pawar is a part of the assist as well. The hooter tells you only one thing. It's a do-or-die raid. And the Telugu Titans have a mighty player as the first point. Narendra has been tackled and now
1 point Telugu Titans.
Well, they may be 12th on the points table. I'll tell you what, they aren't short of support. Massive roar at the Gachibowli because they pick up Narendra. It's Ankit who picks up that tackle point.
Oh, stays away Sahil. Well done, Sahil. Himself, he agrees, Praful, that there was no touch point there. Sahil Gulia left corner, Sagar right corner. Then you talk about the raiding abilities. Narendra has been helped by the others also. And when you start getting that support, one, the burden is shared. Two, the stress is not there. Three, you're far too relaxed. And you perform your best when you are relaxed. And there's no conflict between the heart and the mind.
Absolutely. Every time he just steps on to raid, look at the noise in the stadium. That's why he pulls the big numbers in the crowd. He is blockbuster when he gets going. Is this a super raid?
Pawan Sherawat rises to the occasion. He falls to rise back and produce a moment of magic. The rock star is back to using his power of deductions. You would want to look at it and you know why he's considered to be so dangerous.
Ajinkya Pawar now. Just like that, the Titans were trailing by 3 and they have a 1-point lead courtesy. A super raid from the super raider. Take another look at this once again. Pushes the two cover defenders, Abhishek and Mohit. Then the turn and the extension of the right arm. Underneath, through the midline. Excellent from Pawan Sherawat. That is one way to make a comeback. Now a rough super tackle opportunity on the other side of the mat. Praful will go back empty-handed.
All right, it's Ajinkya Pawar who believes that never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing your top game. Yes, he'll pick up speed. He'll throw a kick also. He's been ushered. Telugu Titans have got the mighty Ajinkya Pawar. And the scores are leveled. And Gachibowli is back to making noise.
Absolutely. Look at that. Excellent block from Ajit Pawar. And then Hamid Nadir pulling him back. Now another rough super tackle opportunity. This is where Pawan found it tough against Rahul Sethpal. Now have a look at these two. It's once again Pawan falling in a rough super tackle situation. This time Himanshu with the hard work.
Oh, that is a rough super tackle. Magar ki jakad. Pawan Sherawat not learning his lessons from the last game. He was super tackled thrice, not once, not twice, it was thrice. That was the reason why the coach was furious. And the coach was saying, you are the brightest I have. If you will not think and read, if you will not pick your battle smartly, how will we win?
Opposite raids now for Pawan Sehrawat. Now rough super tackle opportunity once again for the Thalaivas. This time they'll have to deal with a pretty rapid Praful Zavare. Sagar on one side, Himanshu and Narendra on the other.
Well done, smart. You know what? Whenever there's a super tackle opportunity, and if Pawan Sehrawat is on the mat, they should not send Pawan Sehrawat. That should be the best ploy for them. Or Pawan will have to. And now this is what happens now. Because Pawan has been super tackled, they got 2 points and 1 revival. And where you could have inflicted an all-out easily, very soon it might be a case where you are trailing.
Just a little too anxious, Ajit Pawar, after that tackle prior that got him that point. Now Sanjeevi. Starting to impress by the match, Sanjeevi. Looking for the touch on Narendra. Very deep in the opposition half. Narendra stands straight erect and gives nothing away. Now the Thalaivas with the lead.
Let's talk about the great points that have come for Pawan with fellow Raiders. 27 Praful, Sanjeevi 29, Robin 35. Then you come down to Rajneesh has got 23 raid points. Omkar Patil has given them 15 raids at a strike rate of 43. So that is where the problem is. Not that the others have not gotten opportunities. Where are the numbers? Whereas if you look at other teams, the second grade anomalies into 60s and 70s. They're into 20s.
Now, Paddy, season we're well into matches in excess of 12, 13. If you only give 20, 30 points in the season, it's never really inspiring any confidence. Do or die raid now. Praful Zavare! He falls prey once again to Himanshu. Well, he fancies himself as a defender tonight.
Yet again, well done. And that defense will not give you too many chances. Sagar already a half century of tackle points. His partner in the other corner side already a half century. Both of them 5 high fives already. A tackle strike rate of 60. And that is where the quality lies. And that was the reason I was always believing coach was making a mistake by not starting with Narendra. He rested Narendra. He actually dropped him for a game, so to say. We use the term rest just to make it more respectful.
There he is, next in line to get back onto the mat, Pawan Sehrawat. When is that revival coming? So Thalaivas back in the lead now, 2-point lead. It's been seesawing over the course of these 9 minutes. Well, Paddy, it's been an eventful leg in Hyderabad, to say the least.
And when Pawan comes, there's going to be excitement for sure. Do or die rate here. His belief is going to play a huge role. That defense will not allow you to play that role. The coach is up. The fans are up. The confidence is up. Will Pawan Sehrawat be back?
He will be. Courtesy Hamid Nadir. They get Narendra. It's the second time they take him down. They've conceded just the 2. Look at that. They feel every bit of this. And why not? It's been a disastrous season, to say the least, for the Titans. Now Pawan Sehrawat, he's on the mat. They're trailing by 1.
And if at all he realizes there's no chance to pick up a point, I mean, don't feed your ego too much. Let it relax for a bit. Leave it in the team hotel for a bit. Right? Sometimes just do the simple things right.
100%. Time now for our first Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout.
सुनो, आप जाना है सागर तक जाना है, आधा मार के टर्न करना है, वो चेन मारने के लिए, मगर फर्स्ट अटैक में मार देना, ठीक है? अरे दिखाना है सागर को, मारना अभिषेक को, और फर्स्ट अटैक में लगना ही लगना है, टाइम वेस्ट मत कर, ठीक है बेटे? रेडी लो, आप 6 में जाओ। 6 नहीं, ये 5 चाहिए। मैंने बराबर है, अभी तो 6 हो जाएंगे, अगर ये पॉइंट आ गए तो ठीक है। आप मैदान के अंदर हो, ज़्यादा लीड नहीं, 1 पॉइंट का है। अमित, ओनली 1 पॉइंट का लीड है, ज़्यादा लीड नहीं है। 1 मिनट, ज़्यादा लीड नहीं है। फर्स्ट अटैक 100% मारना है, दिखाना कार्नर को, मारना सेकंड मैन को 100%, और जमीन पकड़ के आना, पीछे डैश नहीं आएगा, जमीन। ओके, रेडी, ऑल द बेस्ट। कॉन्फिडेंट इनसाइड कमिंग डाइव अंकित सीधा बाज के आएगा ना
We are coming out of Patanjali's special Chavanprash strategic timeout, just a 1-point lead for Tamil Thalaivas. And this is the last day in Hyderabad. And then we travel down to the east of India. We go to Patna, the team that has won the trophy most number of times. Champions of 3, 4 and 5 with a new captain in Sachin. And they're locking horns with the Bengal Warriors the first night. And then it's going to be mighty Fazal Atrachali, the Sultan, up against somebody who's just picked up 15 late points in the last game, and they had a glorious Tayu Mumba with the team to beat. Pawan Shanawat tonight, we've seen the brilliance, we've seen the ordinary. What are we going to see next, Navneet?
We don't know. That's the best part. He did give us a moment of brilliance. This was it, the super raid. It came very early on in this matchup, and he had 3 Tamil Thalaivas defenders shell-shocked. That's when you know he means business. 1-point lead for the Thalaivas.
And then he was looking at them and he was asking them questions. Did you even imagine what I was up to in this one?
Did you give us a name for this game, Paddy, as a prediction? You said the Haryana Steelers in the first game?
Yeah, I did. I lost. This one I said Tamil Thalaivas.
Okay. Mohit raiding, so very likely that it will be an empty raid. So much of talk leading up to this game about whether Pawan will be playing, whether Sandeep Dhul will be playing. The answer is a yes and a no. Pawan is playing. There is no Sandeep Dhul. Himanshu! No way! Hey Himanshu, do you know that you're a raider, my friend? You can't be doing this. 3rd time in succession, Himanshu picks up a tackle point.
Everyone's learning from the books of Puneri Paltan. And look at the anguish on the face of the coach. This is the rivalry week. Michael Atherton along with Sanjog Gupta.
It'll be interesting to get his thoughts on what he makes of the evening next to the Kabaddi mat. Paddy, Michael Atherton. But a high five for Himanshu in 10 minutes. It's a raider, okay, in some sense an all-rounder. More a raider, picking up 5 points in 10 minutes, Paddy.
Brilliant. I mean, this is what is keeping them in the lead, actually. And next one is going to be a do-or-die raid. Okay, defense needs to stand tall. Life and chances happen to us all. All you need to do is, no, that's silly. That's silly. Oh, we talk about the brawl, the fall and the rise, the silly and the wise. This is the silly.
Number 20 out.
Yeah, he didn't have anyone for support, and just about at the right time, the raider made the jump diagonally towards the midline, and so that momentum helps you. Vishal on that occasion. Now that's a little contest we have going on. Pawan versus Himanshu, who's been in great form, and he occupies the left corner position.
He's very well placed, Pawan. Smart thing he's doing at the moment, he's staying side on. The moment he goes towards the left corner there. Pawan, has he done the damage? If he has not, that's a stupendous low block.
1 point Tamil Thalaivas.
Killing the center of gravity and dealing with the beast.
You're right, low block. Look at how low Abhishek goes to keep almost on his own. A back hold from side on. That is tough. Well done, Abhishek. Rough super tackle opportunity.
Yeah, very awkward position. Rough super tackle, as you rightly mentioned. Ajinkya Pawar has just taken this point. And the lead might just widen from here on. This raid becomes so very crucial, where the team that's defending will be so very glad to give 1 bonus point, because that will not bring about the revival.
Substitution, Telugu Titans. Please come.
Sometimes they go through passage of play
Number 2 out.
where they just don't get it their way. Robin Chowdhury comes in and he's the last man standing. And just like that, they're on the verge of an all-out, Paddy. It was a 1-point lead 10 minutes at the 10-minute mark. It's now 5, and add another 3 to that, maybe 1 minus to the bonus point. The Thalaivas are dominating, the Titans at home.
Bonus point Telugu Titans. All out. One plus.
Yes, they've had their moments of brilliance, but all out belongs to Tamil Thalaivas. You may never get a second chance to build a dream home, but the sport of Kabaddi, there's no dearth of chances, no
Substitution,
dearth of
Telugu
comebacks.
Titans,
For the
please
moment, they've tamed Robin Chaudhary at the moment. Sagar, Sahil, Himanshu, oh, they are working in tandem.
Nothing much to choose between these two teams in raid, but in defense, the Thalaivas are well ahead. 8 points already in about 14 minutes of play. Now, we kept talking about how the Thalaivas have come well together on both sides, offense and defense. This is a sign of a team that are hungry to climb up that ladder.
Please come.
Absolutely, and there's something called win. When you taste victory after a string of losses, you understand the value of it, and victory becomes sweeter once you've tasted defeat for so long, and then you don't want to let it go. It showed a lot of sense. The coach has, enthused that confidence in them, and sometimes all you need to do is do the simple things right. Tell Narendra how brilliant he is. Remind him how stupendous he was last season. Don't bench him. He's not supposed to be benched. He's the best in
Tamil
town.
Thalaivas.
They get the bonus. It's now an 8-point lead. It was one, like we mentioned, 5 minutes or 4.5 minutes ago. It's now 8. A nice little passage of play for the Tamil Thalaivas. Look at Himanshu Paddy. Which side of the bend did he wake up from? Boy, oh boy.
Oh, he's shining on the man. What did he have for lunch? Glitter?
Oh, Coach Ashan loves it. I wondered if he saw these many points coming from Himanshu. Now a loud roar because Hamid Nader picks up a Ajinkya Pawar and the home fans love it.
Very solid one. He waited, ducked, and then he said, "Where are you going?" Airlifts him completely, and he's been transported to Chennai. Pawan Sherawat comes in yet again, throws the kick on to Himanshu. Himanshu's been doing the damage. He understands that very well. Jersey number 7, Abhishek, holding his hand. Jersey number 10, Mohit, goes towards Abhishek. Has he got him? Yes, he gets him.
1 point. Telugu Titans. Number 7 out.
That's more like the Pawan Sherawat that we know. Give us some of those special moves. A trademark running hand touch gets the jersey of Abhishek. That's what you want to see. More intent from the high flyer.
Yeah, and a little bit of support coming from here and there, because they only have 4 8 points. All the 4 8 points have come from Pawan Sherawat. There's no support. 5. Sanjeevi has put 5. Omkar has put 1. Omkar Patil has put the other. So where is the productivity from the others? And so many times we just blame him. The other day he was saying something like, "I'm not the almighty." Well, it might just be an over-exaggerated statement to make. But if you look at it, actually there is no support.
And that's been the problem. Like you said, you read out the numbers of the other raiders all through the season. When you have your second, third, fourth raiders just giving you 20, 30, 20, 30, 15 points in a season where you've almost played 15 matches, it doesn't really inspire any confidence. Now, come on, Pawan, we don't need you to be
1
defending,
point,
tackling.
Number 17 out.
Ah, that's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, and he was over-ambitious there, and he's looking from this side. He's watching Himanshu is stealing the show. He's watching that Mohit Goyat has 20 tackle points. He's watching that Aslam has 20 tackle points. He's Pawan Sherawat. He's a raider. Deep inside him, there's a defender that resides, and he wants that tag of an all-rounder too.
Yeah, there's one team that does play with 7 all-rounders. Puneri Paltan, quite literally 7 all-rounders. They just do everything. That is more like it. Hamid Nader once again with the back hold and support from the second line. I just like the fact that we're seeing Pawan and Srini, the coach, on one frame, talking to each other, communicating, and that is what you want to see really at the end of the day.
Absolutely right. You need to understand, disagreement doesn't mean disrespect. You can unite for the team's cause, as they are uniting.
Let it out.
At the moment, tackle point number 10 for Tamil Thalaivas.
It's just raining tackle points on both sides of the mat. Sagar this time from the right corner. He's already picked up 3. Himanshu 6. Abhishek 1. They have 10. And Ajinkya Pawar has had a rather quiet start to this game. Just the 1 point in almost 18 minutes.
But when your defense is doing the talking sometimes, they make up for the lack of deficiencies of the other department. And suddenly, why are you talking about the pressure on Pawan Sherawat? Because even if you're not getting support from the raiding unit, from the offense, what is your defense doing? How many points have they given you? 5 tackle points. Your opponents have double the numbers.
Now, you know, the other thing, Paddy, with Pawan Sherawat is I'd love to see him string in a series of raid points. The problem is that every time he picks up a tackle point, he's tackled the next time and he visits the bench. And so every time you keep visiting the bench, you lose that momentum and that mojo. We haven't seen him stay on the mat for 10, 15, 20 minutes in a row, pick up a series of 10 points.
Very rightly said, and you've hit the nail on the head. And then Pawan, the defender, they're itching to go. Look at that. He's not even holding the hand of his partner. He's itching to go. While everyone's watching Ajinkya, I'm watching Pawan in the other side.
1 point Tamil Thalaivas. Number 2 out.
Just a few too many errors coming from the defense of the Titans. This time, look at Ajinkya. He just stays there right in the center. And Ankit Jaglan with the arrow there from the left corner. Now Pawan Sherawat. We keep talking about can he pick up points continuously. Now this is the problem. He's going to go visit the bench now.
1 point Tamil Thalaivas.
Is consuming far too much time in the left corner. The moment he goes to Abhishek, Abhishek says, I am waiting with arms of death. The point that you're making, good point, Navneet. Why? Because what we lack from Pawan Sherawat is the consistency, as you rightly said. Yes, there was a moment of brilliance. We stood up and noticed it. We jumped out of our seats. But where is the consistency? We mentioned the other point also a short while back, that Pawan is the only one with the 8 points.
Half time.
5. Team has 5, Pawan has 5. The others have nothing. Tackle points, Telugu Titans have 5, the opponents have 11. Somebody by the name of Himanshu has already picked up a high 5. He's got 6.
And Paddy, just the continuation to what I was trying to say. In fact, what I'm actually trying to say has nothing to do with the other raiders. I'm just saying Pawan in isolation alone. Can he pick up a series of raids where he comes back with raid points? That's been the challenge for him. Every time he picks up a point, he's tackled the next time. He goes to the bench, spends a couple of minutes there, then comes back, picks up a point, goes to the bench, waits for a couple of minutes. And what happens as a result in a match of 40 minutes, you've spent about 20 minutes on the mat, on the bench, and you only pick up 6, 7, 8 points. And that's been the challenge for Pawan Sherawat.
Very true. And if you look at that phase-wise, the phase that's coming up next, maybe this statistics might just be able to spur them on. Delhi take 9th win, tonight's first match. It was a hard-fought contest, edge-of-the-seat thriller, nail-biter. In the end, 3-point win for them. Okay, we've got unfinished business in the last game of the Hyderabad leg. 9-point lead for Tamil Thalaivas. Will we see a turnaround? They have the capability of doing so, mind you.
नहीं ये है ना ऑलरेडी इससे कराएंगे तो फिर एक कॉइन हो जाएगा फिर ठीक है नहीं बाद में करना पड़ेगा चल ले हाँ रेडी हो जा भाई बोनस करना है तो बोनस करना ही है भाई नहीं नहीं उनकी थर्ड है ना हाँ मेरे ख्याल से एक बोनस आ जाए तो सही रहे रेडी हो जल्दी कर जा ओंकर जरूरी नहीं है पहली लाइन में बोनस भाई ये क्या सपोर्ट भी कच्चा है ये देखना पड़ेगा 4 उससे सही बोनस कर देगा बोनस करना है तो अगर वो टच मार रहा टच बेस्ट है मार ही नहीं रहा ये इसी करा देंगे ठीक है ना एक ट्राई लेना 100%, नहीं मिला वापस, ठीक है? जरूरी नहीं है पहली रेड में, थर्ड रेड उनका भी है, पहली में मिले, दूसरी में मिले, तीसरी में मिले, तू अकेला बैठ अंदर आराम से, आगे पीछे हटा के लेना, आगे पीछे तेरे हिसाब से खेल बेटे, बस ओके, रेडी। आप जब भी जाएगा ना थोड़ा अंदर खेल के एकदम से बोनस मार के जमीन, वो ब्लॉक मारता है, टर्न करके जमीन पकड़ना है, रेडी? अमित, अजिंक्य रिवर्स किक, 4 member रिवर्स किक, केयरफुल, ओके? टाइम हियर, you dive very good, inside coming dive.
Okay, you talk about the number 1 raider of the league, you talk about the record breaker, Dubki King, and you talk about somebody who has all the qualities to be a Pardeep Narwal one day. Heroes Wala weekend, and that is what it is going to be. 27th of January, Pardeep. 28th, it's going to be Arjun Deswal. Top stories in the voice of all the baritone.
It's been a half that's been dominated by the Thalaivas, particularly their defense. They've picked up 11 of those 20 points courtesy their defenders, and Himanshu's having one heck of a night in defense. He's playing as the third raider. He's not picked up a single raid point, but he has 6 tackle points, and he's been the headline this Wednesday evening. But the news for the Thalaivas, yes, they're trailing by 9, but really the big positive for me is to just see a much better camaraderie there within the huddle over there of the Titans, between the coach, the captain, and the rest of the players. And for me, that is a big win.
Yeah, sometimes the inferno of sparring war of words and disputations can be dealt with polite dealings. All you need to do is, I get reminded of the famous dialogue from Godfather 1. I said that on the post show the other day. Don Corleone is the Don, and he says, don't fight, don't make a threat. Sit down and reason with people. It's so important. I mean, we've started to assume that every critical thinker is a conspiracy theorist. It's no. It's a big no. Listen to people. For a team's cause, you can unite. It's not that tough now, isn't it?
You want to keep your differences aside, and there's a bigger objective, a bigger goal that they're all fighting for. And at least for tonight, that goal is to just pick up 5 points against the Thalaivas. They're trailing by 9, but they've been in tougher situations this season. They were trailing by 21 at this stage against the Jaipur Pink Panthers, the table toppers. They went on to losing that match all right, but only by 3 points. They absolutely dominated the Panthers in the second 20. No reason why they can't do that tonight again.
And with a dash such as that, you might be starting something very, very nice, and you call it a comeback. Look at that, the timing was very good, and he was wholehearted about whatever he attempted there. Solid. Rising to the occasion, Ajit Pawar.
Oh, so close to the midline. Omkar Patil is sent back to the bench. Well, who made first contact this time? So quickly the action comes straight at you. Oh boy. There's some combination, aren't they, Paddy? Mohit and Abhishek in the covers.
Absolutely. Oh, and one tiny blip near the midline, and he would have snatched 2 or 3. And that is the time when you require not just a huge heart, you require a huge body as well. You require good balance, because it's a barging back raider. You need to just absorb the momentum. Your feet need to be planted very well. It's all about the balance of an athlete.
This man will be really hoping that his balance is as good as it has ever been for the next 17.5 minutes. He doesn't want to be on the bench. He wants to be right in the thick of it all. Can Sanjeevi revive him? 10 minutes already Pawan has spent on the bench. It's been the story of the season for the Titans.
He's stranded on 5, and he can do thinks pretty quickly, and he's enjoying it from the bench there. And that was quite acrobatic.
He's promising plenty, isn't he, the youngster Sanjeevi? He gets Abhishek. If you can pick up some of these cover defenders of the Thalaivas, you've done well for yourself.
And good to see the previous straight point was the first from a raider, any other than Pawan Sherawat. He's got the speed, he's got the points, he's got the kill. You talk about the thrill, you talk about the spill, you talk about Ajinkya Pawar. He's got a 2-point lead, but he's made for television. Look at that move.
For a split second, I thought Pawan Sherawat was getting off the bench, ready to come back on the mat. He knows it. It was that close, but it was a tackle that wasn't foolproof. And Ajinkya Pawar, well, he's in the mood. He'll find gaps when you least expect him to.
Omkar More returns. Will Pawan Sherawat return? If at all he does, when? This is off super tackle opportunity. Whenever we speak about comebacks, a short while back now, Meet, you were mentioning that comeback that they made against Jaipur Pink Panthers. They were trailing by over 20 points. Off super tackle opportunity. Tamil Thalaivas leader is quite smart, Himanshu. He's not taking any chances. He's got the confidence of 6 tackle points with him already.
Yeah, he's bossing it now, isn't he? 6 points. He doesn't care about how many raid points he's going to get tonight. He's a defender, pretty much. Now, Robin Chowdhury. He's desperate to make an impact, Paddy. He's had his fair share of chances, and he's just not really given the returns that the management and the coaching staff would have liked.
Ashan Kumar fairly relaxed. Srini wants things to happen. A whole lot of confusion, chaos, bitterness. Talk about this team, they've been rock bottom the last 2 seasons as well. Just when we thought they'd bought Pawan Sherawat, who has a history that whichever team that he's played for from season 6, it has always made it to the playoffs.
Season 6, there was the Bulls. Then he moved to the Thalaivas in season 9. They made it. Now here he is with the Titans. Now Ajinkya Pawar with the empty rate. Very understandable. It was Himanshu first, Ajinkya. They will come back for their do-or-die rate, but now it's a do-or-die rate for the Titans.
It's the tall and the lanky that they've chosen. Take the risk or lose the chance. He loses the chance. He relies on a bonus. Oh, that's an error. We always maintain that you can not just rely on the bonus. He's been ushered out, but he wants to take a review.
What is he claiming for? Is he claiming...
Yes, please come.
A bonus?
Bonus point, Raider safe. Okay. TV Empire. Telugu Titans challenge, bonus point. Raider safe. Our decision, no bonus. Raider out. Do or die raid.
All right. Do or die raid. You have to pick up a point. I think Robin Chowdhury saying, I've done enough to get the bonus. Now let's take another look, proper look at this. Uh-oh. Robin, I just think this is touch and go. Ooh, it's in fact his trailing foot that lands first, Paddy. Not the greatest technique to pick up a bonus, Robin.
Yeah, we'll have to go back to doing the basics right.
Okay. Review unsuccessful. Raider out. 1 point.
And then
Tamil Thalaivas, captain,
he loses the review as well. So sometimes, just when you are in the last 2 minutes of the game, there might come a moment where you need the help of technology and you wouldn't have it. Okay, coming to a most interesting moment at the moment. If at all there's a comeback around the corner, may just be through via rough super tackle. It's Ajinkya Pawar, we know. Ajit Pawar goes for him. Ajinkya Pawar uses it and he gets it.
1 point Tamil Thalaivas.
He has a spring. He definitely has a... Look at how he just jumps off Ajit. Well, there's springs all over his inside the body, Paddy, I'm pretty sure. He's quite an athlete, Ajinkya Pawar.
One thing's for sure, there's never a boring moment when Ajinkya Pawar comes into it. He's flamboyant, he's jumping all the time, he's bumping all the time. Oh!
Raider out.
Oh
Bonus
boy,
point, Telugu
it
Titans.
goes from bad to worse for the Titans.
Tamil Thalaivas.
He picks up the bonus point, but they'll concede 3 in the process. You only get 1 chance to build a dream home. Kabaddi will give you more chances Another all-out inflicted by the Thalaivas.
Substitution,
And now
Telugu Titans.
the lead,
Please come.
14 points.
Number
And that was their
22,
best
17.
chance of bringing Pawan Sherawat onto the mat. And that is the irony. He's been sitting there, waiting there, itching to come back onto the mat. And look where he tries that bonus, right under the nose of Pawan Sherawat. They know where to target, where to hit it hard, where it hurts most. Dubki gone! Narinder has been drowned in his own effort.
Bonus point, Tamil
The
Thalaivas.
Dubki Prince.
1 point, Tamil
We could
Thalaivas.
clearly see what he was attempting there, trying to go under the chain, under the defense. But then Ajit Pawar and the rest of the defense were up to the task. 5 points so far for Ajit Pawar. Sanjeevi now, just the 1 point. It'll stay at 1 point. Oh boy, this is
Bonus point, Telugu
a
Titans.
field day
1 point,
for the
Tamil
defenders
Thalaivas.
of the Thalaivas. Their 14th tackle point of the night.
Yeah, and one good thing that he does is he picks up a bonus there. So the difference between the two sides is going to be 14 points. Pawan Sherawat in the right-in position. He's not even holding the hand of his partner. He's the one who's actually itching to go more than the right corner there. He's ready, as if a 100-meter sprinter is ready to go off the blocks. Ajinkya Pawar with the burst. Oh,
1 point, Tamil Thalaivas. Number 2
Just
out.
look at the speed. Well, he just never fails to amaze us, doesn't he? Oh boy, Ajinkya Pawar. Proper dynamite. He is box office when he's in action.
totally. Oh, gone, 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 gone. The moment Sahil left the left corner, we knew he meant business.
This is a proper passage of play for the Thalaivas. They're not messing around. They want to seal this game well before the 40 minutes. And I'll tell you what, they're on the verge of doing that because 16-point lead with 11 minutes. They have a lot of work to do.
Sahil makes sure there is no sure when Sagar is around. Oh!
Just hasn't been that kind of an evening for the defense of the Titans, Paddy. You can clearly see the expression. Well, he's wondering, what in the world can we do differently to just pick up a win? You got to just feel for the Titans, the fans, the coaches, the support staff. It's never easy, long season, when you know that you're finding it hard, Paddy, but you still have to go through the season hoping that you can bring your best foot forward.
Absolutely, and Pawan Sherawat, my heart really goes out for him as well. I mean, he's been waiting for his turn on the bench. He's a player who is a momentum player. Earlier, you were making a very good point that he himself is responsible because those points have not come consistently for him. If you'll see his points, I mean, they've been widely spread. I mean, he's been stranded on 5 points, not because of his own fault, also because he's been there on the bench waiting for his turn to come. But I mean, yes, the consistency factor has been a huge factor. Off super tackle opportunity.
As he picked up Hamid, he has. The expression says it all. Oh, Ajinkya Pawar, you've got to love him. He makes it look mighty easy. He often makes the defenders look rather silly. He's one heck of a talent, I'll tell you. Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout. Stay tuned for the final 10.
हाँ, आप राइट कॉर खेलो, पॉइंट नहीं है, ठीक है, ओंकार नहीं आएगा, ठीक है, बेटे खुल के खेल, ठीक है ना, इधर बोनस मिल आ जाऊंगा तो हम टैकल करके देखें। हाँ देखो बस, अगर सुनो बोनस मिल गया पवन को, आप मारना, पवन नहीं मारेगा, ठीक है, नहीं कुछ भी हो, एक मिनट, नहीं सुन लो, आप डिफेंस छेड़ो मत, ये मारेगा, आप राइट में ट्राई करो, थोड़ा तो ट्राई करूँगा, मतलब इतना रखा नहीं दूंगा, नहीं क्या, हाँ ठीक है, बट अंदर आए तो ये रिस्क लेगा, ठीक है, ज़्यादा आएगा ना, हाँ डाई आ गए तो गर्दन पे आ जाए ना, ठीक है, कोई भी लड़का है खुल के खेलो, फाइट करो, कोई बात नहीं, अभी मैच के लिए 10 मिनट है।
All right, we're coming out of Patanjali Special Chyawanprash strategic timeout. You talk about the number one raider in the league, Dupke King, record breaker versus the emerging, the up-and-coming Arjun Deswal, who's all the ingredients to be one Pardeep Narwal one day. Heroes Wala weekend waiting for you, 27th of January versus Dabang Delhi. And it's going to be Arjun versus the Bengaluru Bulls on the 28th. Heroes Wala weekend at this moment. Patna begin their home leg on Friday. We've got a double-header night coming up for you. A new captain in Sachin versus Mighty Money. And then, of course, you talk about U Mumba, fresh from that tie against the team to beat, Puneri Paltan. Winning, that was the perfect result you would have anticipated for a Maharashtrian derby. He'll be up against Fazal and Boys. 34-16 in favour of Tamil Thalaivas. Navneet, they've just taken the game away from the Telugu Titans.
20 minutes back, it was a 1-point lead. It's now an 18-point lead. They've just not found a way to get going, get any real sort of momentum on their favour, in their favour, the Telugu Titans. And this man has constantly kept the scoreboard ticking. Ajinkya Pawar, he's got 7, Narendra has got 6. They both picked up Super 10s against the Bulls. And Himanshu also has 7. So we have, and there's another high 5 from Sagar as well. You have 4 with above 5 points. There's a reason why you're doing well, Paddy.
Bonus point,
Absolutely. Now,
Telugu
Pawan
Titans.
picks up a bonus, Navneet, and to my great displeasure, if I can call it, Pawan Sherawat should have tried for a touch point, or now he should have been substituted. And now if he falls here, Ajinkya Pawar will have him. And there, his partner has gone. Pawan again will be the solitary man. So why not try for the touch point earlier?
And he should have made way for a defender during that super tackle situation. Now he's the last man standing. They just suffered an all-out literally minutes ago. And it's just doomsday for the Telugu Titans.
Telugu Titans.
Goodness gracious.
Tamil Thalaivas.
It's a disastrous 25 minutes for the home team. You only get one chance to build a dream home. Kabaddi will give you more chances. The third all-out of the night by the Thalaivas.
And the last 2 points for Pawan have been bonuses, where the bonus was easily gifted because they did not want to give a touch point. So it was on a wholesale there. Pawan from 5 to 7. Great points at the moment.
1 point, Telugu Titans.
Now the defense gets a point.
Finally, literally, their first point after a while, the Telugu Titans. It's still a 19-point lead. Now, Pawan Senawat, this is when he's much better, when he has more on the mat to deal with. He just seems a lot more comfortable when he has 6 or 7 on the mat, not so comfortable when he has 4 and less.
Absolutely, we've seen he's faltered in super tackle opportunities 4 out of 4 times. 3 times in the last game, once today. And yes, this is the time. Bigger the number on the mat, greater his chances of scoring. He's on 8 at the moment, and he might well pick up his 10th Super 10 of the season.
Yeah, he certainly might just get a Super 10, but it won't help the team cause for sure. Look at cheeky little Ajinkya Pawar trying that back kick, and that too with the right leg. He's got all the skills, and he does that with ridiculous speed. That's what makes him a potent force. That's it. That's the Pawan that we know. You sort of induce these errors from the defenders, and Mohit was found wanting there.
Pawan Sherawat picks up speed when he needed to. He watches that extension of the hand comes just in the nick of time. Did not reveal his cards earlier on. 38-21, time left, little under 7 minutes. Writing more or less may just be on the wall. The big question is, Pawan Sherawat is 1 point away from a Super 10. And he may well get it in the next trade, you never know.
Ajinkya can take all the time in the world. Now 1 versus 4. This is when it starts to get a little difficult for Pawan Sherawat. We haven't seen him pick up too many points with fewer defenders on the mat. Sagar, a rare error from the right corner. It's been a great night for Sagar. 6 out of 6 for him, and it's the first time he's made an error tonight.
Pawan Sherawat has been picking those single point rates. Congratulations on the 10th Super 10. And next, our caravan goes to the city of Patna, the home of the Patna Pirates. New captain in Sachin, 3-time champions, 3, 4 and 5. Pardeep Narwal became a household name right in those 3 seasons. It's a do-or-die raid, this, isn't it? As he picked up a bonus, Navneet, what does the body language suggest?
I thought he got the bonus.
Bonus point Tamil Thalaivas.
He did. He did. Now again, the super tackle situation. This is where Pawan finds it hard. Oh, he's been chased for sure. He just can't seem to put a foot right in a super tackle situation. Rough super tackle, Magar ki jakad.
For the 5th time in succession, if you count it from the last game,
Substitution.
twice in
Tamil
the last
Thalaivas.
game,
Please come.
and twice here, Pawan Sherawat. Just when he was enjoying that momentum, Navneet, you made that point earlier, that the consistency factor where he picks up raid point after raid point after raid point. He was enjoying that phase, wasn't he? And then suddenly a super tackle opportunity comes, suddenly succumbs yet again.
It was Ajinkya Pawar who picked up that tackle, that super tackle. They're all defenders today, aren't they? A lot like what Puneri Paltan do, the Tamil Thalaivas tonight. So many of them picking up points. 18 tackle points tonight. Oh boy.
Pawan's strike rate is much better today, but if you look at those 10 raid points, 2 bonuses I remember were given to him when he was a part of the 2 men alive once, and the other time when he was the only one alive. At the moment, they are not letting him go back to his half successfully. Pawan sitting on the bench with another Super 10 on his name, but
1 point Tamil
in this
Thalaivas.
rivalry week, team is trailing yet again.
Sahil Gulia says, listen, why haven't I gotten onto the scoreboard? I'm going to pick one as well. That's his first tackle point of the night. 19 tackle points. What's the best performance this season, Paddy, in terms of tackle points for a game? Have we seen teams get into the 20s?
I'll give you that answer in a bit. For the moment, I've got something interesting to tell you. When we have the legends on the mat, worth a listen.
हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं कबड्डी के कुछ बहुत बड़े खिलाड़ी। आप सबको मेरा टोटस 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 टोटस।
Yeah, it's going to be fun-filled and informative as well.
Paddy, you've seen everyone
Yes.
at the peak of their powers over these 10 years.
Yeah.
Talk to us
Legends.
about the likes of Ajay Thakur and Anup Kumar.
First, I'll tell you, you asked me a question short while back. How many tackle points in a game? Most scored by a team this season? 24. Puneri Paltan.
Okay, maybe the Thalaivas could get there. But I'm looking forward to hearing from some of the biggest names the game has seen over these 10 years. Wonderful hearing from the likes of Rishank Devadiga, Manjeet Chillar, Ajay Thakur, Anup Kumar.
Manjeet Chillar was always a sad story for the left raiders. I mean, bad news, sad news, totally. I mean, if you were a left raider, I mean, there's this left cover defender waiting for you. Pawan Sherawat has come back. How many 8 points for him? Okay, he's been tackled yet again. He'll go on the bench yet again. You asked me about the question on the Manjeet Chillar for me has been the mightiest of them all in the defense. In the raiding unit, you talk about Anup Kumar, you speak about Rakesh. Rakesh was not at his prime when Pro Kabaddi League came. Rakesh, 4 to 5 years ago, was the best the world has ever seen. So I think those legends, and it'll be quite a story. You must not miss that episode.
And the likes of Rishank Devadiga, Anup Kumar, and now Mohit Chillar joining us in the broadcast team. It's just wonderful to have these boys with us. And not so wonderful for the Titans on the mat.
Anup, the coolest captain that you've ever seen. Manjeet, the mightiest defender. Till the time he was there, Fazal was always playing the second fiddle. Only when Manjeet retired did Fazal have an opportunity to go past him. 1, 2, gone! This is the beauty of Narendra. In very short time, he can give you those results.
They're staring at a 4th all-out. It was literally a couple of minutes ago when they came in onto the mat, all 7 of them. It's just really, really tough to see the Titans go through this. 25 points the difference. And there's only one man standing.
Jolly. Now yet again, staring at another all-out. They've given the bonus as they gave to Pawan Sherawat on 2 occasions. He gets a super 10, and now this is a big one. Right at the end of it all. They may not win this one. They may not be able to carry 1 point from this game.
Number 5.
But that will lift their spirits, because Ajit Pawar, what he's done so far in this raid is something which is Herculeous.
Is it just 2? Oh, it's 1 more. 3, it's a super raid. It should be a super raid. Gets the kick on Sagar.
Plus 3 points, Telugu Titans.
And a bonus as well. A 4-pointer from Ajit Pawar against the run of play.
And total number of points for him, 7. 3 tackle points, 4 raid points, and his raid strike rate is 400.
A raid strike rate of 400. Oh boy.
You know, if the captain asks him to go back and raid again,
Oi!
oh, mighty! Mighty! Well done, that is solid, stellar, stupendous.
Telugu Titans.
He almost lifted the defender with him, Narendra. But he pays the price. Rough super tackle and Pawan Sherawat.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, not again! Are you kidding us, Pawan?
2
The
points,
beast
Telugu
is getting tamed yet again for the 6th time in succession in 2 nights.
You know, it's just one of those things where it's more in the mind, Paddy. I feel like at some point, Pawan Sherawat is probably thinking, listen, it's 1-on-3 once again. Wow!
Tamil Thalaivas.
What are we seeing from the Thalaivas?
66 out.
They get to 50 points. And it's just raining points on both sides of the mat for the boys in blue.
And if the captain asks Ajit Pawar to raid, he should refuse. Why? Because that will spoil his strike rate. At the moment, 1 raid, 4 raid points. Okay then, talk about we are heading to Patna. The next in line. Up he goes, down he comes yet again.
Runner out.
And that is
1 point, Tamil
24th
Thalaivas.
tackle point for them. They've equaled the record in the season, in season 10. 24 tackle points. Earlier it was in the name of Puneri Paltan. And now they share the honors. Will they lead it now? They have a chance.
Number
They
12.
will, and they may have a chance to inflict a 5th all-out. Now, 4 all-outs already inflicted. Or in fact,
1 point,
3
Telugu
all-outs.
Titans.
And this time they leak a point.
They have a chance of going past the Puneri Paltan side where 24 tackle points. They too have 24. They should put in this raid quickly so that they can at least have a chance of making it 25. Off he goes. Go back, go back. Have a time for 1 more
1
raid.
point, Tamil Thalaivas. Number 20
I'm
out.
pretty sure they're not aware that there are 24 tackle points, Paddy. But yeah, they will get a chance to make it 25. I wonder if someone sent them a message quickly. Hey, listen, get that 1 tackle point. And they're not going to bother too much about that. It's a 25-point lead. It's a proper drubbing to the home team in front of their home fans. What a performance from the Thalaivas.
A lesson has been taught. An experience has been gifted by the Tamil Thalaivas. 54-29. The Thalaivas have properly washed and thoroughly rinsed the Telugu Titans. They have a hat-trick of wins. And they have 24 tackle points in the season. And they've equaled the record of Puneri Paltan, who too have 24.
Absolute team performance. 8 points for Sagar. 8 points from the right corner. Himanshu picked up a huge bunch of points in defense. 24 tackle points, 23 raid points. It's been a near perfect night for the neighbors of the Titans. And You've got a feel for the home team, the Telugu Titans. It's been a rough week for them in front of their home crowd. They promised a plenty. They managed to pick up one win in their 4 matches at home. But the challenge continues in raid for the Titans.
Well, the Telugu Titans could not find themselves level in competition. Their opponents were superior strength in terms of skill set, in terms of mindset, in terms of handling the pressure, in terms of dealing with Pawan Sherawat, and in super tackles. They were just so good. Talk about Sagar, who's got 8. Talk about Ronak, who's got 2. Everyone in the points. Talk about Himanshu, who's picked up a high 5 already. Well done, boys. They've got a hat-trick of wins Navneet, and the boys are back.
And plenty of support, especially in all parts of South India for the Tamil Thalaivas. And so it isn't any different in Hyderabad as well. So very nice to see the Thalaivas acknowledging the support, the crowd right behind them here. Albeit them taking on the Titans, it felt like they had a lot of support as well. And you've got a feel for this man. He's just found it hard to get his mojo right. He struggled in those super tackle situations once again. He's picked up a super 10 all right, but we know from Pawan Sherawat's standards, it is even close to what he's capable of. And well, isn't it fitting that we see a photo with these two in the same frame? It's been a tough week for both of them.
Yeah, well, good to see both of them spoke to each other. They seemed to be on the same page, and they were listening to each other more importantly. Talk about Jaipur Pink Panthers, Puneri Pulton. I don't see Tamil Thalaivas there yet, Navneet. They were at number 10 when the game started. Where will they find themselves? Still there, because a lot of work needs to be done.
But they find themselves closer to that pack between 5 to 9. 2 points away from the Bulls, from the Pirates, 3 points away from the Warriors, 5 points away from Mumbai, and a spot in the top 6. That's how tight it is, and that's what Coach Ashan will be telling them, that we're well in the hunt. Here's where we're moving to. The caravan moves to the home of the Pirates as they take on the Warriors in the opening game in the 9th leg, and then Mumbai against the Giants. Stay tuned, come back for the presentation.